There's a dirty, dark secret that Pokemon card distributors don't want people like you and me to know. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. You're watching the channel Dr. Applesauce 2. My name's Will. It's another beautiful day here in Texas. I hope you guys know that I love you, God loves you, and that there is an awesome plan for your life. That's right. There is a dark secret that Pokemon card distributors don't want us to know, that most people like us that are collectors don't know or don't even know to think about. And this is something that is a massive, massive issue that is driving the Pokemon card market insane. And distributors are legitimately taking advantage of everything and capitalizing hardcore with this dirty, dark little detail. Now, this is something that a lot of stores, local game stores, online stores that buy their product from distribution know, but they're terrified to say anything about it because if they do, they could get cut off and they would get no more Pokemon cards to be able to sell to their customers. Now, you might be watching this and you're like, hey, what is a distributor? Basically, anybody that is a local game store or online store or something like that buys their Pokemon cards from a distributor, and the distributor buys the Pokemon cards directly from Pokemon. Pokemon makes the cards, distributors buy the cards for super cheap, they sell them to stores for even cheaper, stores sell them to you. For a frame of reference, a distributor typically should sell an Elite Trainer box to a store for about $35 and a booster box to a store for about $90 to $95 roughly, and then they turn around and sell it for whatever they're selling for, MSRP or anything like that. And I have a few things here that I want to talk about and I want to show you because this is really hard to get evidence about this. Like I said, most stores are terrified to talk about this. They'll refuse to talk about this because they could get cut off and their business completely ruined if they do. I have three things to show you that really kind of does open and point the way to the proof that this is actually happening. That dark secret is distributors hold back product of hyped new sets intentionally and then sell it at just under market once the value is insane to stores. And this drives the market even crazier. The first example is from somebody that almost every Pokemon card fan who watches YouTube videos loves, Danny Phantom. He is incredibly respected, very, very great content creator, and just an overall good human being. I have huge respect for Danny Phantom. I've been a member of his channel for almost 2 years now, and he made a video the other day being raw and real and just being honest about how this situation of what's going on right now with Prismatic and Journey Together, it just sucks.
Then Prismatic Evolutions comes out and they're like, well, we're not going to give you much of any Prismatic Evolutions. We'll give you only 200 of them. We're not going to give you 500 of them. Wholesale price stays the same. That also pisses me off when distribution is like, well, we're going to up wholesale price on this set because it's so popular. Why? Journey Together. Okay, we'll keep wholesale price normal for half of your allocation, but we're going to up it a little bit on the other half. Why? Well, because they can. Because it's a free market and they can. Well, what am I supposed to do about it? Not take them? Not take them and then complain to you guys and say, hey, I'm only taking half my allocation. They're just going to A, half it again. I'm not going to get any Team Rocket. Or B, like I tell you guys, like it's a nightmare. Like it's always a nightmare. Everything's always a nightmare.
So what Danny's talking about right here is when he gets numbers from distribution, they say, hey, we're going to allow you to purchase 200 ETBs. And then I know you requested 400, but we'll allow you to purchase 200 ETBs at wholesale at, $35 a piece, and then later on we'll offer you 200 more and it's going to be at market. And the current market could be $95, $100 roughly. And what the problem is you might say, well, when he alludes to this, he says, what am I going to do? Not take it? And you might think, well, yeah, just don't buy it. But the problem is, as these stores, they can't not buy it. If they don't buy it at the elevated price, when time comes around for the next set, they'll be offered even less. And if they turn that down, the next time it comes around, they'll be offered even less. So they're stuck in this vicious cycle of either choosing to not overpay and potentially not get anything in the future, or having to overpay and now they've just paid double MSRP on a product coming directly from the people that get it directly from Pokemon, and now they have this much higher overhead cost on this product. This is an incredibly complex issue. I've been learning so much about this through this process. There are a lot of variables and a lot of nuance to this that makes it all crazy, and this is just one of those pieces that Danny is expressing this frustration here, that basically distributors are raising prices on things based on the hype of the set, and if you don't buy it as a store, then next time you're just going to be offered less. And so they're stuck in this really, really awkward, difficult place. The next clip that I want to show you is from Rudy from Alpha Investments. I mean, you've probably heard of Alpha Investments. You either love him or you hate him, but the man is brilliant and he knows the TCG market better than almost anyone else. You can call him a scalper, you can call him whatever you want to call him, but the man knows his stuff. Check this clip out.
Yes, the prices are going to continue to climb. No, there's not going to be endless reprints to destroy these things. And when we do get a reprint, we really can't do anything because the floor price is raised so much the market can't even recalibrate. When distributors, instead of selling stores boxes for $90 to $100 a box, are selling reprinted boxes for $150, $170, $180. Oh, Surging Sparks $250. Hey Rudy, do you want some more? We got a restock in only $220. There's no chance. They are not allowing the market to pull back.
So Rudy's reinforcing this really dangerous thing that's happening and showing that when distributors reach out to stores and reach out to people that have distro access and say, hey, we got a reprint of Surging Sparks in this example. They're like, hey, we got a restock. It's $220 a booster box. And if you don't buy it, then you're probably not going to get as much next time. And the problem with that is again, I say I'm learning a lot about this as we go. As the market moves and then these restocks come that are supposed to help alleviate the pressure on the market and alleviate the pricing, we have distributors that are not allowing the market to alleviate. They're not allowing the market to move down because they're just charging market to stores who have to either charge market and take a loss or charge over market to break even and ruin their reputation in the public eye. This is really, really gross and really egregious. And I wish there was more evidence that I could find about this. But like I said, stores are just terrified to talk about this. And this next piece that I have is one of the few actual pieces of evidence that I could get from somebody, and we just redacted everything. And basically what this shows is a distributor restock that was offered. And this is one of those restocks that like, hey, you don't have to buy it. You don't have to buy it. But if you don't, you might not get offered any more product next time. And what you see right here is a Prismatic Evolutions Elite Trainer box. You can order 20 for $95 a box. MSRP on these boxes is $50. That's MSRP for people like you and me to go buy. This is a store who's buying from a distributor. These boxes should be $35, but they're having to pay $95 for an Elite Trainer box that's a restock. And this is just one example of how this happens all the time. Distributors are absolutely taking advantage of this, and distributors, I'm learning, are a huge indicator and a huge factor into how the market of Pokemon cards is crazy, and it is not really being allowed to, for lack of a better term, get less crazy. Pokemon has no suggested price that distributors have to offer things to people. The Pokemon doesn't regulate that. Pokemon's just wanting the distributors to buy things, the distributors want to sell things. And on top of that, you see this right here where there were $95 in ETB on a restock. There's also things that come out where they'll be like, hey, we'll give you a restock. You can order 20 Pokemon 151 booster bundles at full market, but you also have to order 20, of these Rayquaza decks that are bricks that nobody wants at full market. So not only are you paying full market for the hyped item restock, but they're also forcing you to buy products that don't move. And this is just a few examples of one of the many pieces of the pie of what's making the Pokemon card market absolutely insane right now. And the distributors supplying things to game stores should be the thing that is allowing market pressure to alleviate when restocks come. But as we can see with this limited bit of proof, like I said, it's hard to get real proof about this, but everybody that's in the know knows that it's happening. It's hard to get proof about this because stores don't want to get cut off. That's like tantamount to a part of their livelihood getting cut off. So you can believe this evidence or you cannot believe it. I don't really care. But the reality is that it's true and it's happening. And it just really makes you think, how does the market recover from this? How does the Pokemon card market get better when the places that are supposed to be distributing the restocks just want to charge market? At what point do distributors just say, hey, we're just going to charge market on everything and you're never ever going to be able to have the opportunity to get something at MSRP. Like, it's a slippery slope. Where does it end? Where does it stop? This is one of the big reasons why things are so crazy. The guys buying it from Pokemon are essentially flipping it to the stores that are meant to sell it to us. It's absolute insanity. I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Let me know, have you ever heard of this? Do you know about this? Let me know in the comments below what your opinions are on this. And if you enjoyed this video and you like this type of content, give it a thumbs up. It's free for you to do that, and it really does help the channel and help the video a ton. YouTube says you'll like this one next, so go watch it. And like I always say, my friends, find somebody to love and serve today. Be the change you want to see in the world. See you next time.